Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Is It Doris or Is It Daisy or Is It Daisy or Is It Doris? I can't even remember. Yeah, Daisy. We're going to start off with the nose because that's what I've got to do next. So it seems a good place to start. And for this I'm going to be using a bit of a mixture for a change of colours. Going to be using some deep black, going to be using some dark grey neutral, maybe a little bit of mauve, but also going to be using a new colour called Fur White. Now, initially I was quite excited by Fur White because I thought I paint a lot of fur, sometimes I paint a lot of white fur. Having a colour called Fur White, it's a blessing. I was a little bit disappointed when I first used it though, because it's kind of pinky, and I thought, this is pinky, it's making my picture look a bit pinky. I'm not sure if I like it. But then, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Okay, so this is the boy. The boy's on the roof at the moment, disrupting my audio. So I'm going to go see the boy. Yeah.
Boy. Ah, the boy. Bonjour. Ça va? Lovely. Watch you don't fall off there now.
We can't keep doing this all day though. I've got to make videos. So I think this Fur White from Belton should be called Dog Nose White, because for dogs' noses it's perfect. When I first started using this I was a little bit disappointed because it kind of made the fur look a bit pinky, because it's not white. I mean, whether you can see that, if I can do that. Can you see the kind of the pinkiness at the top of that can? So it's basically got like a really pale pink, more than anything else. And so, like I say, when I used it the first time on fur, I was a little bit disappointed because I was like, this is pinky. But now I've learned how to use it correctly. And I do still sometimes use it for parts of fur, but noses is where it's at. And in fact, this should be called Dog Nose White, I think, rather than Fur White. Because yeah, so far, like I say, I've used it more for noses than I have for anything else. Really nice colour, really like it, and I will show you what I'm going to do with that in just a sec. See how this Fur White is kind of pinky, so I know it's going over the top of a kind of pinky colour, so it's going to have a little bit of pinkiness to it anyway. Let's see how many times I can get the word pinkiness into this conversation. But it's not white. It must be trying to kind of replicate the glow of the pink of kind of skin on fur. Is the only thing I can think of. But yeah, it's really nice. I like it. Finished off on the nose yesterday, and I needed to try and work out what I was going to do in this bit of the mouth area. the muzzle. Is it a muzzle? I don't know. Because it looks a bit complicated on the picture. So I've spent this morning just kind of messing around with light blue grey, mid blue grey, nature white, milk coffee, and introduced some signal white. So the signal white is the kind of the slightly brighter white that you can see on there. So again, I'm trying to build up areas of light and dark and sort of depth to the picture, and that takes a little bit of faffing around. Now that I've kind of worked it out, I'm gonna press on and let's see if we can get this section done. So yeah. Okay, so because this bit here in the picture is a little bit of a kind of a darker white than the signal white, I'm going to go for marble, which is another colour that I've recently discovered, which I think works really well. So yeah, we're going to use kind of like marble going along the bottom bit and then signal white over the top to give it that bit of depth.
At least that's the plan.
So if my arm is doing that, then it means that it's stop o'clock, and time to maybe just go and sit in the sun for a bit, because it's baking in this shed now. So yeah, time to go, I think. I'll give you a quick little look at how we're doing, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so this is as far as we got yesterday. I didn't film doing these bits and this bit just because, again, I wasn't really sure what I was doing, so I was just kind of playing around, and I really wanted to show you the work that I'm going to do on the tongue. So I saved the filming for that, and that's what we're going to do today. So let's go. So my good lady wife has just looked at the picture and said, what are you doing? It's done. But it's not done, no. Not too much left to do, but there are a few little twiddly bits that I need to twiddle with. So yeah, I'm just going to get that done, and then we're going to take the tape off and have a look. So yeah, the bits that need doing are, can I do that? I can do that, yeah. The bottom part of the ear, there, see, still not done. This little bottom corner, still not done. A little bit unsure about whether to do anything in this kind of bit between the eyes. For some reason I've forgotten to do this little bit at the top of the nose. I think it was because I ran out of the ivory light, but my Graph City order has just arrived, so there will be some ivory light in there, so I can get on with that little bit. And then yeah, like I say, take the tape off around the edges and see what it looks like. Ooh, there's a little bit up there in the corner that I missed as well. So you see, it's not done. It's not done yet at all. Still a few bits to go, but overall I'm pretty pleased with how she's looking. Just done this bit up here, which before was just this kind of pale Sahara beige colour, and I've added a little bit more definition to that, and then gone around the edges, giving some little wispy bits, and then cleaned up around the bottom of the ear as well. So I'm ready to take all of the polythene off now and then see what last bits need to be done, but I don't think I'm going to do any more to the actual dog itself. Maybe some bits around the edges, but that should be it. We're nearly done. Woo. Okay, so I suppose I should record my triumphs as well as my tragedies. I've just taken the polythene off, and this is happening. This, can you see this? Oh my god, that bit there is not supposed to be there. That's pretty disastrous. Apart from that, she's looking sweet. I'm very annoyed, but I'm having a topic, so life ain't that bad. I'm just going to have to try and incorporate it into the picture. Well, so what I've done is I've taken a razor blade and I have gently scratched away the first layer of paint. So the paint has kind of gone, and what I'm left with is the stain of the paint, which should be a little bit easier to paint over. If I painted directly onto the big dollop of paint that was already on there, it would be really noticeable. So I'm going to try and blend it back in a little bit. It's milk coffee at the moment, so I'm going to have to join this little bit up here with a bit more milk coffee, and then I might try and just do some wispy little bits of light. So yeah, I'm going in. Wish me luck. So I think we're about ready to go to our live coverage. So let's cross over to our reporter in the field. Jeff, can you hear me, Jeff? Thank you, Jeff. What a night this will be. Welcome back to the 44th annual Cat v Cat Flap International Stare Down. We've got two of Stare Down's legends battling it out this evening for your viewing pleasure. Representing the fearsome furry felines, we have the Queen, the Lady Puds, Princess Amber Lulini Lulu, and her opponent, King Flappy, the flappiest flappy thing that ever flapped, presenting Staywell 4000. These two titans of the sport have been here a few times before, eh, Liz? Hard to believe that they're the same age. Staywell looking a little yellow around the gills, but confident. You can see that. He won't be shaken by this little lady. And we're off. Staywell's taking the lead, standing strong, but the princess isn't about to give this up without a fight. Wait. Remember the rules. Each contestant has one turn away. She's back, but she's shaken. Can she keep it together? Staywell just not bothered, while Puds is losing the plot. And that's it. Gracious in defeat, but she'll be upset with that result. Her manager there. Last year's winner, Alfred Moon. About to maybe give her some words of comfort. Oh dear.